Hello everyone, today we're diving into the Read a Notice task on the TOEFL, a section that tests your ability to grab key details from everyday announcements. I'll show you how to navigate these texts efficiently so you can find the right answers every time. Let's get started. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to subscribe to my TOEFL for more expert strategies. Let's keep working toward your target score together. Preservation Archive Network. The title suggests that this organization is a collective focused on protecting historical records. Seeing the words preservation and archive helps us mentally prepare for a context involving history, museum work, or the storage of important documents. Heritage Exhibition Volunteer Training. The subtitle narrows the focus to a specific event, which is the Heritage Exhibition. By mentioning volunteer training, it signals that the core purpose of this notice is to provide instructions for individuals who want to assist with this historical display. Local members interested in curating the upcoming 19th century photography exhibit must register through our digital application portal by Friday. This sentence establishes the first step and a strict deadline, stating that interested members must register by Friday. It also specifies the method of registration through a digital application portal, which tells us the process begins online. Applicants are required to download the artifact handling manual and watch the instructional video regarding archival conservation standards. This sentence outlines the educational requirements for applicants, specifically the need to review an artifact handling manual and a video. The focus on archival conservation standards highlights the technical expertise required to work with delicate historical items. Finally, volunteers must visit the main office to submit a signed health form and collect their security entrance cards. The transition word finally indicates that we have reached the end of the process. This step requires a physical presence, as volunteers must visit the main office to turn in paperwork and receive security entrance cards. What type of organization issued the notice? In the notice, this question asks us to identify the type of organization that issued this notice. We need to look for clues in the specific terminology used throughout the text to determine their field of work. Now, keeping this in mind, let's look at our options. Let's take a closer look at option A. A historical society group. This is a strong choice because the text uses words like heritage and preservation, which are the primary concerns of a historical society group. These terms directly link the organization's identity to the maintenance of historical records. Now let's examine option B. A commercial shipping firm. We can eliminate this because there is no mention of logistics or transporting goods for profit. While the text mentions a portal, it is for applications, not for a commercial shipping operation. Here's option C. Let's break it down. A professional photography studio. A bed. Although the text mentions a photography exhibit, the organization is a network focused on preservation, not a private commercial studio. This option uses a specific detail to distract you from the broader mission of the group. Let's evaluate option D together. A local medical center. While the notice mentions a health form, this is likely for insurance or safety and does not mean the issuer is a medical center. The overall context of archival conservation is unrelated to medical treatment. Therefore, the correct answer is option A, because the vocabulary throughout the notice points toward a group focused on historical artifacts and heritage. How can the customer, student, user complete the process? This question asks about the specific steps a user must take to complete the process. We should re-examine the text to find the sequence of actions required from start to finish. Now, keeping this in mind, let's look at our options. Let's take a closer look at option A. By attending a lecture in the city. There is no mention of a lecture in the text. While volunteers watch an instructional video, this is done as part of the application, not as a public lecture in the city. Now, let's examine option B. By using an online portal and an office. This option perfectly summarizes the two-part process, using a digital application portal for the initial step and visiting the main office for the final step. These match the online portal and in-office requirements described in the text. Here's option C. Let's break it down. By mailing a paper application. This contradicts the text, which explicitly states that applicants must use a digital application portal. There is no mention of a paper application being sent through the mail. Let's evaluate option D together by calling the director by phone. The notice provides digital and in-person instructions but never mentions calling the director. This is a distractor that suggests a communication method not supported by the passage. The correct answer to this question is option B, since it accurately combines the digital and physical steps mentioned in the instructions. When tackling notice questions, always look for the sequence of requirements and the specific locations mentioned. Pay close attention to transition words like finally to distinguish between the first steps and the concluding ones. Practice identifying the who, what, and where to improve your speed and accuracy on the TOEFL reading section.